My name is James William Sugar, and this actually is going to be my final video for the night before Father's Day, which will be in like 10 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes. When you hear the gargoyles team goes off, you'll know it'll be Father's Day, in case I overshoot the mark. So, there are a lot of things that we all tend to overlook or take for granted. We just don't get to live our lives the way we should or the way we want. Excuse me. There's a yawn kicking in. Get some tea. Special effects. Anyway, one of the things that I've never taken for granted is my kung fu martial arts skills. Now, as I tell people, not being able to do them has changed me significantly. I'm mobilized, so I rely on games like Mass Effect and other things that kill my stress, and I fight my depression through these games. I live vicariously through these characters because I can't go out and do this shit myself. Plus, no one lives in the year whatever the fuck it is. Now, I get a lot of flack for a lot of shit. Mostly, I get a lot of flack for being honest because I have been known to be brutally fucking honest. I was always taught that if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Alright? Sometimes things need to be said. Alright? I know that a lot of the things that I do, a lot of the things that I say piss people off. I know that. I have a knack for pissing people off. But the only reason you're pissed off at me is because I had the balls to say what I needed to say, and most people don't. I bite my tongue a lot when I have something to say that is probably not the politest thing to say. When you have something that is not very polite to say, then I advise you to keep your mouth shut or be prepared to get punched in the mouth after you offend someone. Okay? Hey, you don't know what you can say that could possibly affect someone's life. So, I'm going to tell you a couple of things. When I was but a kid in grade school, and I've probably made a video about this, I don't really know, because till this day I still believe that I'm ugly. I'm probably going to be ugly until the day I die, and that's cool. I have been uglier when I burnt off the side of my face. All it takes is for one person to put a person down, and it will fuck up their life and their psyche and their mental capacity for damn near the rest of it. I strongly believe that I am ugly. I don't know what people think about me. I honestly don't give a fuck because I have to accept the skin that I'm in. I'm very comfortable with my body to a degree. If I had to do a news scene in a movie, it wouldn't really be that big of an issue as long as it's like a closed set and the only people there are the cameraman, the director, and the actress that I'm in the movie with. I don't want everybody to see how small my dick is. I said it. There you go. Now, I also don't have DC. That would be dick control. So I would have to have a very long conversation with this actress, and we're probably going to have a whole lot of ice packs. The problem with that is ice actually works in reverse for me. We learned that when I hurt my knee in the military, ice actually made my knee swell instead of reducing the swelling that was already there. So my knee got like this fucking big, maybe bigger. And everything looks different when you're looking down. So, with that one person that has told me that I was ugly since like first grade or second grade or third grade, whatever grade it was in grade school, I never ever stopped believing it. And yes, that young woman was a black girl. And I had stopped dating black girls when I turned 12, 14, one of the two. No, it was 14. It was definitely 14 because her boyfriend was 23, and I thought I was her boyfriend, and clearly she was fucking both of us over. But I'm pretty sure that at 23, he was getting that ass, and I'm still working my way to getting that ass. Until the guns came out. So, yeah, I've had guns pulled on me since I was a child. So I'm really not afraid of people pulling guns out on me anymore. Because there's only two things they can do. They can put it back, or they can blow my fucking head off. Either way, it's a win. You know, if they put it back, I live to see another day. If they blow my head off, I finally found freedom. You know, hopefully I'll be taking that motherfucker with me when I go. But in the event that he catch me sleeping, you know, it is what it is. The one thing you can't fight in this world is death. Death is inevitable, and no matter what we do, we're leaving this world. So I want to leave my mark on this world. So let me be straight honest with you. I have never done drugs a day in my life. It has not been given to me by a doctor. And a doctor has to convince me that this drug is not addictive and that I can use it safely. Now I say that because, don't worry, you're not going to see my dick. When I got my hip replacement, when I got this scar, it was the beginning of the end of what could have been a very successful kung fu career, providing that the doctors actually clear me so that I can actually do more training outside of fucking walking. I haven't figured out how to levitate yet, but if that happens, you'll see it first here. Hell, I want to record that shit. But you know, truth of the matter is, you know, if the doctor ever says I can do martial arts again, you will see me doing kung fu. Period. If a doctor comes to me tomorrow and says, James, we're gonna clear you to do kung fu and have at it. Oh, I'm shooting for the stars, baby. But the thing was, the young ladies of color have always told me that I would never marry or pick up a black chick. Thank you. You were correct. Thank you, because I found love in other places. Granted, they also cheated on me, but you know, it's okay. It's over, it's done, and the love of my life dumped me and left me, and that's cool. Hope she's happy wherever she is, and I dedicated my graphic novel to you and my episodes of Guardians of the Earth. So, yeah, if you're watching this, they're on Kung Fu Havoc #2 somewhere. Now, I have never gone out of my way. Happy Father's Day. I have never gone out of my way to purposely hurt someone on my own volition. No, I was in a gang for 3 days. I've only jumped somebody once, maybe twice, but I've learned my lessons. I have never claimed to be a saint, and I never will. I'm not a hero. When I joined the army, I joined because, one, my heart was broken. I've never lied about that. And two, I needed a fucking job. And now that I'm not in the army, heart's still broken, still need a job. So, some things never change. But, you know, fighting depression has been an ongoing battle. And most of us vets seem to have that more than most people think. And, you know, when you're not getting support from family members and friends, it doesn't really help to have those same people that should be supporting you always putting obstacles in your way or putting you down on some level or another, and could care two shits if you wake up tomorrow or not. Now, I feel that way because most of my life has been that way. Rather it be family, rather it be false friends, rather it be real friends. I have not been one of those wanted people. So I've always said to myself, you know, I wish that I was beautiful. Alright? That shit ain't happening. However, I have accepted the ugly that is me. And I'm okay with it. Because I can't change it. You know, what would I change about my face, to be honest with you? After almost burning it off, like completely? Fucking nothing. I'm good with my face. Ugly it may be to you, it's mine. And I'm keeping it. Period. Now, as jacked up as I was, there have been people who were much worse. So, you know, you have to be careful how you word things. And when you say things to people, you know, you have to be respectful. This video is to open up the door for you guys to understand me just a little bit more about how my mind works, you know. I try my best to always do the right thing. And the reason of that is because my father, no matter what the situation was. He always grinded into my head, James, you gotta do the right thing. You might not like the right thing. The right thing is never the easiest thing to do. But son, you got to do the right thing. And so for the better part of my life, I have done the right thing. Now let me tell y'all where the right thing gets you when you do the right thing. For some people, it leads to great success. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people. No, I pray about everything, and sometimes I guess God hears me. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and say that He does. No, because if He does, He sure is moving really, really slow. That does not change the fact that I believe. It just changes the fact that God, if He's listening, He's moving really, really slow. So, and I'll tell you, you know, I'm one of those people. Yes, I believe in flying saucers. I believe in Bigfoot. I also believe that we should probably leave those motherfuckers the hell alone. Picking off some annoying pieces of skin that just like happen to be pissing me off. You know, sometimes you have to do meatball surgery on yourself. And a lot of you who are with me, you know, if you're with me, and I thank you for that, you know, some of y'all can relate, some of y'all can't. Some of y'all are just here because you're giving me sympathy. And God knows I thank you. I thank you a lot. Now, if I had 10,000 more of you, it would be great. That's not going to happen. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm going to be the guy you guys discover after I'm dead. I'm going to be the next Bruce Lee, and they'll be like, yeah, you know, this guy actually has some fucking talent, and he can do shit. However, unfortunate, you know, here in Virginia, there's a studio that just didn't want to give opportunities out. You know, and the thing is, you're never going to know if you don't try. So everything that I do is because of all the failures I've had. It's because I've tried, and I have failed at almost every fucking thing. So whatever God's plan for me is, I hope it pays in big dividends because my life totally fucking sucks. However, I have to keep going. I have to keep pushing because one of the warrior ethos is I shall never give up and I will never accept defeat. Okay, so I can't accept defeat. This is not an option for me. I have to keep going because the military grind that shit in my head that I will not accept defeat. However, failures do weigh on you, and they weigh heavy. And when you're looking in the mirror every day and you're hating yourself, and there's no one to turn to because people tell you what they want you to hear instead of just telling you the truth, you know, you can talk to people till you're blue in the face, and they can listen to you. That does not mean that they actually give a shit. It just means that they're a friendly ear, and as soon as you turn your back, they're pretty much throwing you the one finger salute or the two one finger salutes. Just depends on how you want to look at it. So I'm going to put it to you this way. The grass is not always green on the other side, but it doesn't hurt to have a better paycheck. People suffer. I suffer. We all suffer. The world is suffering right now, but instead of fucking dealing with it the way we should, we all choose to think that our way is right when sometimes our way is not right. Right? And I know people are going to throw this back in my face, and that's cool, because I'll be the first to tell you, I'm not right all the time. But as I used to tell my dad when he was alive, I'm generally closer to right than wrong. I'm always almost never wrong. No, almost. I was wrong about YouTube helping me become a flying success or an overnight smash. Not like in my graphic novel Love 13, which I'm still looking for a publisher. I'm going to have to find out how much it costs to publish it myself and pray like hell the shit works because I need money. But you know, we have trials and tribulations in life. We have to accept them because there's no way out outside of death. We don't want anybody taking that way out. You have to see the next day because the next day could very well be that day that changes everything. So as an undiscovered talent and an actor that you don't know, you know, you guys who've been with me since the beginning, you know my fucking story. And you guys who are on Kung Fu Havoc #1, if you would switch over to Kung Fu Havoc #2, that would be fucking great. But the thing is, when you get to the end of the road, it's a never-ending road, and you just have to decide to go left, right, or straight. I've been on a straight and narrow for a long time. I've been handcuffed twice due to things that was not my fault, but because me trying to be the fucking family savior, I wound up being in more trouble than I needed to be. Always being the right guy at the right place at the wrong time. Yep, got a knack for that shit too. So, as I close this out, I want you guys to think of one thing that someone has said to you that has hurt you on a cellular level. Make a video about it. Either send it to me or send me the link so I can see you. So I can see if it's as close to my story as possible. And I will tell you this. Netflix isn't knocking on my door. Hollywood isn't knocking on my door. In fact, no studio in America is knocking on my door. So I'm fixing to try and venture out. If I can get international booking, then that would be better than anything, because it's a damn shame in America that we can't get our desired jobs because the people who are in charge don't want to give us the chance to do so.
Would I do voiceover acting? Yes. Yes, I would do voiceover acting. Why? Because I am an actor. Acting is acting. Would I do a Pepto commercial?
Yes. I would love to do a Pepto commercial. I would love to be the chick that's doing the diarrhea commercials for whatever commercial it is where, nope, you're double booked. Or would I talk for a little tiny girl on a cartoon? Yes. Yes, I will. Because my normal voice isn't really cutting it. But, acting is acting, and I'll take what I can get. Now, the thing is, there's not a whole lot of people out there hiring actors of multicultural descent because there's not a lot of writers out there that's multicultural that can write these stories. My independent films didn't take off. I have to course correction. If I had money, I wouldn't have problems. I don't have money, so I have problems. If I could have my own studio built and money to make the movies with, there would not be a movie that would not be made as long as it was within the legal parameters of the state in which I'm in. If I could buy property in Hawaii, or if I could buy property in Arizona, somewhere where there's like limited snowfall, I would make movies. Hell, if I could buy property right smack dead here in Virginia, because we have great locations to film, even historical ones, it would be done. And when a young, fiery 23-year-old kid comes through and shows me some kung fu or whatever his talent is, if there's a script to be written, we will write it together. And then we will make a movie, even if it's only 5 fucking minutes. So as I close out, I'm not giving up. This is not my give up, go hard or go home speech. This is only the beginning of my journey. I'll be 44 in 2 months. And even less than that now, because this is like the second week of June or whatever. So on August the 23rd, I will be 44 years old. And I need to catch a break between now and then. Just one. If I hit the lottery, I'm good. Because if I hit the lottery and I hit it big, all my problems are over. I'm buying a studio. I'm building a studio, a dojo. I'm buying everything I need. Not what I want, what I need. And then the sky's the fucking limits. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Come Back number 2. To my 25 followers, thank you guys for sticking in. Pray that something happens. And if you guys have fathers, give them a happy Father's Day hug. And be grateful for your blessings. I'm grateful for my blessings. I'm grateful for my failures. Because every time you fail, it's a learning experience. If you don't learn anything else from my failures, learn that. But also, if you're going to do something, give it your best. I never said I was a great actor. I just said I was an actor.
Could I do Shakespeare?
Hell no. The only black person in Shakespeare was Othello. And we all know how that worked out for those who read Othello. Yeah. There's not that many black people in Shakespeare. Are there any mixed people in Shakespeare?
Hell no.
There's his wife who was like white, and then there was Othello. They never had a baby, so there was no procreation. And he got duped. like a lot of people of color, are always duped by other people who want what they have. But we're too stupid to see that until the knife is right in your back. And not me, because if I'm gonna stab you, straight to the face. I'm James Williamson. This is Kung Fu Havoc #2.
Be seeing you.
Later.